Hey guys, Augiesaint here and welcome to Palworld. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I want to show you how to set up your first very easy base that's going to get you covered for the mid to the late game, even the early game. It's very important that you start farming yourself ore. As you can see in the background, we have a lot of ore veins there. I've got my paying king over there knocking them down and collecting them for me. I have hundreds of ingots and I'm not even level 30 yet. I wish I actually did this sooner. I will show you where I made my first base, but this is the very first base I could suggest to you guys. So I'm going to give you a few little tips on like building, how you should build it, as well as where it's actually located. So maybe a couple of you guys have actually found this by now. If you've explored a little bit, it's not actually that far in. So you will start it over there on the plateau of beginnings. You come up path there and you'll come across the tower where you'll beat your first little boss, and it's pretty much there by the King Packer. It's on the same mountain where I made my first base. I made my first base right on the edge of this mountain, and then this over here with this open little plateau is exactly where it is. It's a very good base as it has these ores over here, which we're going to show you guys how to set up now. But just come over here, set up your base, and you'll thank me later. Also, another little spot there is by the Desolate Church. Right behind the Desolate Church is a bunch of ores as well. It's a little bit hard to build over there because you're not really allowed to build near any of these waypoints and like boss things and towers and stuff. There's like a little area that you're not actually allowed to build, so you've got to like build away from it, and you can only get some of them in the radius of your base. Also, make sure when you do put down your base's radius depends on wherever you place your pal box. You see I put my pal box down the middle here, and then it covers, you see where the blue circle is on the outline over there, it covers all the way around there. So I'm missing out those two ores at the back there, but I can just go there and get them myself. So these ores are all covered. This whole place is filled up with ores, and then I do have my pals over there collecting it. Right now I've only got one pal that's actually collecting it, my paying king, but you can get some other pals I have seen further on. You can go into the, I think it's like up here somewhere is the desert area, and you can get the turtle looking dudes, and they're really good at mining. You also got to make sure you check your pals to see what they can actually do. As you can see if I hover over my paying king there, you see he has mining level 2 there. He has mining level 2, watering, handiwork, and then cooling and the other stuff. But mainly you just want to see the little mining tool, and then you know they can actually go ahead and mine. So he's going to mine all that stuff for me pretty easily. Now how I set it up is the only place you can actually get invaded is really over here, like where they can raid. So I've set up the door over here with the little wall and everything, just for a little bit of immersion. We've got to keep ourselves in our fort locked away. They can go around this edge over here, but they like never ever really go that way. They pretty much only ever come up this way. Whenever I put raided, they've come down these slopes over here, and then they've come straight up into here. So I just build this off, but if you want to, you could go ahead and build that off too, but you don't need to. So we build that and close our gate, so it looks cool. And then we do have our little lamb over here on patrol, although you don't really need to have him up there. I just got it there for, so it looks cool. Also, one thing to note is be careful where you actually put stuff with the blue line, because if stuff is outside this blue line, like right over there, you can still build outside of it, but anything outside your pals won't actually interact with it, as well as your crafting materials. You see there, I don't have any ingredients to craft any of these, but as soon as I step in the blue line, I have all the stuff that's put in all my chests. So just keep in mind when you are building outside the line that will happen. So if you want to build outside the line, make sure to take materials with you, or have a chest nearby. And that's another thing while I talk about chests, make sure to put down a chest everywhere near where your pals are going to be doing stuff. Because if I've like, for example, I've got this up here, but the only chest is all the way down there, they're going to like walk all the way back and forth dropping it off, and it just takes a lot of time, and it also gives them more chance to like bug out, because the AI is pretty buggy on them. And you guys might be wondering why I've actually put all these foundations over here, and I've actually put this stuff up here and set it down the bottom there, and all that free real estate is because for some reason down there, whenever you pick up your pals and you try and throw them at something to like assign them to a job, this little hump over here counts as a ore, and pretty much everything over here counts as an ore. So whenever I pick up a pal and throw them down, doesn't even matter if they have mining or not, they'll just automatically be set to go collect ore. And that was kind of bugging out. So as far as I could get is up to about, yeah, is about the safest you can get with actually making stuff where you can assign pets to it. So down here, I've got like the whole little cooking station. I've got the little hot tub where they can go and relax. I do have this mining station over here, which sometimes King comes over and mines in there. And then I have all my crafting benches over here because they can interact with all of these. So I've got that guy over there making me put it in fragments. Then we've got our thing over here to make ourselves flour and everything. And make sure you make a lot of chests and you just keep filling them up and keep them all filled with your stuff. But you can pretty much set up all your workbenches down the bottom here, so like the working area. And then I made them their own little house. They can all sleep in over there. And then I made my house up the top. And I'm going to be filling out the area on the top there with all of the rest of the things as we progress further down in the game. That's why I actually laid these foundations, because I had both of these. I had the wheat and the berry plantation down at the bottom there. But like I said before, they wouldn't interact with it because it was counting as like the ore veins. So it would bug out. And then I just decided, well, I'm going to lay foundation over here. And then I put them up here. And now they can interact with it no problem. You can actually assign them to them if you want. But I just let them kind of do their own thing right now. So we put all the foundations there. We've got our power sphere thingy. And I believe this should work as long as you got some of it in the blue. So you see I put some of it outside of the blue line. But they should still be able to access this. As soon as I can actually make a power thing to actually start powering this, I need to go find some more electric organs. Where is the power generator? There. I need some electric organs to go get this all rolling. But then eventually we'll put all of our like stuff over here, the production line assembly and all these production stuff. We'll just pull it up around here. And then what you could also do is you could build up. You can always build up within your blue line. So you can make sure that they always work on that. And this over here is the little branch. They do actually go in here as well. I've had a couple of the little lamb guys come in here. And as long as like half of it is within the circle, it should still all work. And then up in my house, it doesn't really matter because it's just me that's going there. So the house is just has got this chest within the circle. So if all the chests get full, they will eventually come here and fill this up. And then eventually I want to just start making myself a bunch of crafting benches and stuff up here as well. But for the most part, I'm down the bottom there with all my powers, checking through everything and all my working stations. And like I've got a big chest over there. So that is it for this video. Hopefully you guys found this helpful. This is the base. Let me show you my other little starter base real quick. That's my very first base I made. It was like on the edge cliff. It wasn't the greatest spot, but for getting started, it got me there. And then I explored a little bit around this mountain and I actually found the one that I just showed you guys at. So this one over here, I put my thing a little bit too close to the edge, as a lot of my blue circle is actually off the mountain. If I can show you guys over there, you can see my blue circle is going like all the way down there. So sometimes the powers jump down there and fall down there and they don't work. And then I've got to like, sometimes they bug out on top of the roof as well. You've got to like take them out of the power box and put them back in. And then that kind of resets them. But this is the very first base that I made. And then I found that over there. It's pretty much right across the mountain. It's right over there. Right over the mountain, as you can see. Well, over there somewhere. It's like right over in the same direction. On the same mountain, just in the distance over there. And pretty much run between the two bases. But that is it. Let me know if you guys would like to see any other videos. I'm working on a couple of videos on Palworld, as it's just really, really fun. And the more you play it, the more you want to play it. So thank you guys so much for watching. There's the location one last time. The actual location of it is 2 - 526. You can see there on the map, or about 10 - 529, or right on top of my base is 4 - 525. So just there, small settlements there, the desolate church is there, and you start right over there. So you can pretty much make your way around like that, boom, and you're right at the base. But like I said, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, please drop a like and a sub, and I'll catch you beautiful people in the next one. Augiesaint out.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind crying